Mirror, mirror on the wall. People have always been facing dilemmas and questions about their own worth, their self-esteem. What is my worth? What can I do? What am I able to achieve? Am I beautiful? Am I attractive before the eyes of others? What is the worth of my opinion? Who am I? And what is my value to society and on earth, at least towards those close to me? This is a dilemma, a question that humans face since the beginning. This has to do with the question of Letícia, our student.
Você está ouvindo a Escola do Amor Responde, com Renato e Cristiane Cardoso.
We are going to answer the question of Letícia. Pay close attention because what she's facing is quite common, both men and women. Maybe women talk more about it, but men go through the same problem. Let's follow this question.
Hello, my name is Letícia. When I am in the midst of other women and there is a man who approaches us and he greets the other women, but not me, this touches my insecurity, makes me to feel low, makes me to think that I need to get dressed in a better way. I start to compare myself with others and I have a really low self-esteem. If I do something different, I don't feel that I am beautiful, but when people compliment me, I do. But I wanted to change this. Is there any way that you could help me?
Okay, Letícia, I believe I can help you, at least to help you see the situation in a different way. Your problem, in a nutshell, is you are measuring your worth by the exterior instead of the interior, which means you measure your worth by others, by what they say or think, how they react towards you, and not on your own, by what you think, by what you know about yourself, of who you are. This is a great problem. This is your great problem, not only yours, but of many, the majority. And people commit this mistake quite often. To some, it's more intense, which I notice is your mistake. But I notice that everybody goes through that, who never thought to themselves, am I looking well? Or if people didn't compliment them, as you mentioned, in a social situation, the young man greets the other girls and not you, and you think, what is wrong with me? Am I ugly? Am I not looking well? So everybody goes through this personal doubt. The matter is, maybe in your case, you are giving more importance to this than you should ever receive. Why did the young man do that? Why did he greet the others close to you and not you? Maybe he didn't know you. Maybe he was socially deficient. He misbehaved. Or he was so focused in one of your friends and ignored you and tried to focus more on the one that he was interested in. The point is, it doesn't matter. The reason why doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter to you what others think about you. What should matter to you is what you think about yourself. Because I would say that it is a horrible way to live life, to live worried about what others are thinking about us, because we are at others' disposal. Just think, you being at the disposal of people who can treat you well or badly. If they treat you well, you will feel good. But if they mistreat you for whatever the reason may be, you think that is an injustice. This is not a way to live life. For you to depend, for you to be at the disposal of others, of what they think about you. I prefer to be at the disposal of what I think about myself and not others. At least I can control what I think about me. I cannot control what others think about me. So I prefer to be at the disposal of myself. But there's a third option, better than all others. Neither at the disposal of others, nor of yours, but to learn the worth that God gives you. What's your worth before God's eyes? Because this is what matters. First of all, He never makes a mistake. He's perfect. He never makes a mistake. He has already proved the worth I have when He gave His life, when God gave the life of His Son for me. He paid the highest price for me. My worth has already been determined by Him. So I don't need to discuss, debate, or question it, because He never makes mistake. Because He already paid the price when He offered His Son for me. So I have worth before His eyes. Who am I to say no or to question? What's my worth regardless of what I think, of what others think? This is how you should deal with this matter, Leticia. And note this. When a young man doesn't greet you, you feel horrible and you think that you should look better. Of course, to look better is your personal matter, but not to look better to attract compliment of men, of whoever it may be. You should not be trying to do that, because how many are harming themselves, and I would say even mutilating their own bodies, harming it in several ways. They change their hair color, they lose weight, they take this or that, they live in the gym, they become a slave of their appearance. Why? Because they want to call attention because of their body. And even if they manage to call attention because of their body, what kind of attention will they attract? The one that they like, the compliment when the woman passes by the street and the man says something? Is this the kind of attention you're looking for? So it's not this way, Leticia. You need to look within. You need to be above what men and women think about you, and even what you think about yourself. You must aim to be above all this, putting God in your life and listening to what He says about you. You have worth before His eyes. Accept this, believe in this. Start living like this. And you will notice that when you stop caring about what others say or think about you, it's interesting that you will become someone more secure and you start to attract people's attention. Nobody can handle a needy person. Nobody can be close to someone who hates themselves. It's hard to love someone who doesn't love themselves. But when you start to have a healthy self-love through the eyes of God, then you become someone pleasant and attractive in everything you do, regardless of your appearance. Your appearance is what you have. We are all limited. Not talking about personal hygiene, you're taking care of your clothes. We are even limited by that, but there comes a point that we cannot do more than that. This is the face I have and it will not change. At least I won't change. I won't do a surgery. harm my body to look better to others. No. And thank God I don't need this. I respect those who want to do that, but I don't think that will change once is the inside that is broken. So you need to look for the surgery that comes from above than the one that comes from a doctor, okay? This is our tip for you. Well, students, that's all for today. We come back at the same time, the same place tomorrow. I would like to remind especially the singles that this Thursday we have the Singles Hour at the Temple of Solomon from 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. the seminar. Christiane and I will be with you, singles and married ones, 8 p.m. at the Temple of Solomon. See you then. Bye-bye. Here's the tip, students, for you on how you can definitely solve this matter of self-worth. People say that you need to value yourself. I don't think we need to value ourselves because we already have who did that. So my worth is not given by me. It has already been given to me by God, and I accept it. He already affirmed and signed with His blood, and I simply thank Him. I believe and I receive, and I thank Him. This is my worth, the one that He gave to me, and He gave to you too. You just need to believe. See you next time. Bye-bye.